Hi everyone, my name is Chris, and I only shoot photos for likes on Instagram.
Hi, Chris.
I'm proud of you. This is the first step in realizing that you have a problem. I just always thought photos of hot girls and unattainable lifestyles were artistic. See, what you're doing is you're trying to fill the hole in your heart with likes. The real Chris would shoot photos that mean something to him. What about holding my girlfriend's hand as she's walking towards the beach? I mean, people love walking towards the beach. It's not 2018 anymore. It's time to move on, Chris. Rooftops? No. Backflips. You don't even know how to do a backflip. It's time to show the world what the real Chris has to offer. I don't know what he has to offer. That's for you to find out.
Did you have the dream again?
Yeah.
Did he fade away again?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to go to the beach and take pictures of me or something?
Yeah. I recently made a video about the Instagram algorithm talking about how up it is. Now, I just finished posting for 30 days straight on Instagram, and my favorite photo, an art piece that I created, I posted it, and it performed the worst in terms of likes. And generally when something doesn't perform that well, what do? You post less of that thing. And it really got me thinking, wow, the Instagram algorithm is impacting my creativity heavily. And I thought it could be impacting yours too. Let me riff on this thesis for a second. A few years ago, Lizzie and I went on a trip to Iceland, the most photogenic place on the entire planet, and I only took vertical photos. When I was looking back at my Lightroom catalog, literally I took one horizontal photo for every 10 vertical photos. Like, think about how many compositions I missed out on. Think about how many things that could have been prints. Think about how I could have used those photos outside of Instagram. I distinctly remember a specific moment with Lizzie where she was shooting a really nice portrait of me, and she took out her camera and she had it this way. And I stopped her. I was like, before you take that, make it vertical so we can post this to Instagram. I stopped somebody in their creative thought process so I could have a photo for Instagram. Like, I suck. What a narrow-minded outlook when it comes to creativity. I also realized that I only documented the trip with banger photos. Go to banger location, banger photo. I missed out on so many amazing moments. The food, personal moments that are nice for Lizzie and I to look back on, all the other elements that made up that trip, but yet I only took pictures of waterfalls and drone shots and landscapes because I only wanted bangers for Instagram. It's weird because I look back on previous trips before Instagram and I would just take photos of everything. Food, nice moments, my parents, and I look back on those trips. I open even photo albums and things. I'm like, this is so nice. I can relive that moment rather than just being like, oh, sick waterfall pic. I love the way like the water looks in it, like Instagram. Like, this is so stupid. Now that's just like one extreme situation. Since then, I now take pictures of cats and all the other things that are beautiful on a trip. But one of the other things that I've noticed during my 30 days of posting on Instagram is that I always post a photo of me, generally because faces perform better on Instagram. Now, this isn't inherently a bad thing that I'm prioritizing taking photos of me, but it is impacting how I approach my photography. It means that I'm usually having other people take my photo and I'm not the one developing my skill set as a photographer. So there's a compromise in that situation. So let's compare my best performing photo from the last 30 days versus my worst performing photo. But before we see that, a quick message from our sponsor, Storyblocks. Storyblocks helps make your stories more creative without sacrificing time, budget, or resources. Did you see that establishing clip at the beginning? I didn't shoot that. I got that from Storyblocks. I'm not gonna go outside and just shoot a random building. Do you realize it's actually -25 right now in Canada? I am not going outside to get that shot. I must protect these fingers so I can make other projects for you. Having unlimited downloads to over 1 million royalty-free digital assets like high-quality footage, templates, illustrations, music, and sound effects with their unlimited all-access plan means that we can tell whatever story we want when we want to. Literally any video you want, when you want to. For example, hey Lucas, what video should we make this week?
Panda video.
Panda video. Okay, so we got green screen panda, we got red panda, we got human panda. All right, we got pandas on top of pandas. I think we're good on the panda front here.
So you're saying we're not gonna get a panda for this video?
Lucas, sorry for the last time. We don't need a panda. We have stock footage. Okay, I mean, we're still filming, but sure. So no matter where you are in your career, you can head over to storyblocks.com/Chris Howe or the link in the description to check out Storyblocks' flexible subscription plans. Thank you Storyblocks for sponsoring this video. All right, so let's get back to comparing my best post versus my worst performing post. So let's take a look at my favorite photo I've ever taken that I posted in that 30 days. This is a photo of this nice little house on a mountain. I'm very proud of this photo. The edit on this photo is chef's kiss. I'm very stoked on it. I posted it and it got 11,000 likes. Now to give you a little bit of context here so you understand that that's actually relatively low for my following, when I post something on Instagram, I generally receive around 16,000 to 22,000 likes on a post. That's my average right there. So hopefully that gives you some context. And now let's look at this photo of my fiance Lizzie standing on a boat with the skyline of Toronto behind her. 33,000 likes. Need I say more? I like both photos, but the algorithm is definitely showing a preference here. See, the issue with Instagram is it's essentially squashing your creativity. Have you guys ever seen the Instagram account called Insta_repeat? I think this account more or less sums up my point right here. People copy other people's work down to the friggin' pixel. Like this photo here. I literally have this photo. It's interesting because I've also never posted this photo to Instagram, mainly because in the moment I knew it wasn't an original idea. It's kind of like when a musician is playing cover songs at a bar. It's still good practice for you, but it's not as creatively rewarding unless it's your own song and creative idea. Now, when there's a photography trend, everybody jumps on board. They're like, ooh, original idea, let me try that. For example, you know Jordy Qualitic's work? Everybody has tried this style right now. The amount of copycats that I've seen online is absolutely insane. Now I understand that you learn by copying other people's styles. I myself have done this thing and I don't want to discourage you from going out and trying it, but there's always a fine line when copying goes too far. You have to grow out of copying and develop your own creative style. Now, tell me if I'm wrong or not with this thought, but it feels like likes, comments, and followers are kind of like the new currency at this point. Literally, people will pay you with exposure. Hey, how many exposure bucks do you have? That's what it literally feels like right now. Honestly, just saying, I think we'd all be better off if we just dealt with our ego problems and saw a therapist. And then there's another problem. Usually when people see a large following on an account, they equate that to being a good photographer or good creative, and that's not always the case. I actually even do a test for people when I show them my Instagram account. I go, look at my account, and I see if they comment on my work first or if they comment on my following first. I've actually made it a point recently to follow accounts that are super creative and people who are creating work that's not directed at the algorithm. Some of those accounts include my friend Andrew, who's actually a film photographer, and his work is just disgustingly beautiful. I love his stuff. Some of the other accounts that I draw inspiration from are Matt Barnes Photography and my friend Jennifer Moyer. So let's play devil's advocate for a quick second here because I just shat on Instagram and its algorithm for however long at this point. There's still something to be said about this platform. It's put a lot of pressure on people to actually go out and take photos, to maybe pick up a camera, to start learning the art of photography. Instagram has changed how we all view photography at this point. And from my perspective, it's put pressure on me to get better at my skill set. I'm better at composition now. I'm more tasteful with my edits. Like if you scroll back, I was just like shadows up, highlights down. And now I actually know how to play with light because I'm creating so often. And because Instagram is a social media platform, we are connecting with other people around the world. I have more friends because of this app. I've also collaborated with people around the world, and collaboration is inherently creative. I get it. I know why we post faces. I know why we replicate ideas that we've seen perform well, because there's comfort in knowing that something will do well. I do this all the time. I know if you look through my feed, you'll see a bunch of classic Instagram cliches, a lot of photos that you've probably seen on other people's sites, because at the end of the day, all we really want is to be appreciated, liked, and acknowledged for the things that we've created. It takes a level of self-awareness to navigate this, but if you create with intention, that is the first step in developing your own creative voice on this platform. So my dream is to shoot more like Chris Picard or Paul Nicklin, and I definitely will not get there if I keep trying to shoot for the Instagram algorithm. So where does this leave me? It means that I'm trying to challenge myself to rethink how I actually approach my photography. Ask yourself this, because these are the questions that are going on in my head moving forward. What story are you trying to tell? Is this creatively rewarding? Or are you just trying to post and create something for likes on Instagram? Photography can be such a powerful art form. Use it to amplify your voice and your message, and don't waste the opportunity trying to use someone else's template. All right, guys, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. And now this is gonna sound super ironic, but if you guys enjoyed this video, please press like so I do well with the YouTube algorithm. Oh boy, subscribe and hit the bell to be notified for future videos, and we will catch you guys in the next one. We still got a couple seconds here. I thought I'd just give you a quick cat outro. Oh, you sweet thing. Here, ASMR cat outro. Best outro ever. Cat ASMR. She's done. Goodbye, guys.